Morning, morning, morning. To me, it's not a good morning. Let's see who jumps on. I need a drink. Yeah, drink. I need alcohol. Hello? Anybody out there? Morning, James. Uh, well, so far, it was good before I got to the shop. It got bad. Came in, and part of the pipe air was out, and I lost some fish. I lost only what I could see. I like ugly fish. Did I put ugly fish? I put ugh. That meant ugh because there we'll go back to this. This is over $1,000. Let's see if I get some life back out of them. Over $1,000 worth of plecos dead. Morning, David. So really sucks. Yeah, this is ugly. Losing hold on. I'm cracking one open. My Bang drink. It's a bad morning. Well, I had a pipe came loose, and these are all L14 Sunshine Plecos. Yeah, that wouldn't make it either. About $1,200. Whoops, sorry, my thumb. About $1,200 with the damn Plecos dead. So not a good start to the day. Probably won't even do that much in business. I don't know. It's a loss. And this came from that crazy ass shipment that cost me a fortune. And so yeah, you want to open a fish store. You want to be in the fish business. Here, welcome to losing money. Stupid money. Stupid money. I hate this business sometimes. Thanks, Justin. So, yeah, goddamn. It's hard. I've been in it forever. Anybody knows me. You just don't get over shit like that. One, I hate losing some good fish. I rather sell fish and make money, make a profit, and pay the bills. Let me make sure the volume's down. Then losing the fish, you get a write-off. People are like, oh, you just write it off. Well, no, I don't get to write off $1,200. I get a small percentage of what I paid for the fish. Doesn't typically, the shipping doesn't come included. So it's a major hit this morning. So aggravating. So looking around and make sure everything else is fine. That's that's one thing I gotta say about cichlids or hardy. Even tanks with a heavy bio load. Some had air and some didn't because of the particular pipe that went out. She had eggs. They're all fungus, not fertilized because need him filters. They need to go. So rough morning. Rough freaking morning. Some people just getting on. Well, I did get, let me switch. Tons of plants, hyacinths, water lettuce, sensitivity plants. They're a little on the dry side. We got, floating oxygen plants. What is this? The chain sword, whatever. Hornwort, jungle val, potted plants. And Crips. They're not as much a variety. I'm gonna have to. Last couple orders, my plants have been kind of. I mean, they're fine, but they're not as lush and big, and the variety is very limited. I'm kind of disappointed. So, my eel hiding there. Oh, there's his head sticking out. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry. So anyhow, how's it looks kind of cloudy. The screen. It's gotta be this cell phone cover. I have it's got a cover over the lenses that's giving it I think a dollar appearance. I don't like this case. It has no like rubber back, so it's kind of hard to hold. Thanks, James. Yeah, man, I'm so bummed. These were so good. They're doing so good. We sold, a few of them, not all of them, but good sized fish, need oxygen, and 20-gallon tank. They're doing great. Not all dead. So everything else is fine. Just that one tank crashed, and what it is, you have one fish, couple fish crash in a small tank. It's just snowballs. It just, boom. Next thing you know, it's gone. It's overnight. We were here. I didn't leave maybe about 6:30. So, and some of those seem pretty fresh still. So they just died probably the last handful of hours. One was still kind of seemed like it was trying to breathe. Oh, there's a mouthful. Wow. Nah, that's one positive. There's no way those are gonna pay for those. So, fish orders. I don't have a fish list written out. I was hoping some of these would still be breathing, but dead. That sucks. Oh, these guys are not happy, and the weather sucks up here. It's stinking cold. I'm gonna put them out in a little while. Hopefully it warms up. A little sun comes out. These are a type of elephant ear. Mojito taro, if I'm saying that right. It's more of like a marsh type plant. So around your ponds, garden pond, koi ponds. I never got these before, this particular species, I guess, but I might regret it if they don't perk up. What else? So I have Electra Blue Texas, 3 inchers are on order. I got some medium Mabunas. Guys, I don't remember everything I ordered. The Central American order is sent. The last black ghost net, that's a big one. All the small ones are sold. We got those big boogers. Monster pooping machine plecos. African order. Well, I got some African cichlids coming Tuesday. On with some other stuff. So it'll be a couple weeks to get another cichlid order in. Like just cichlids mainly. What else? I just got the moonlight on. It looks cool when it's dark. Discus, still has some discus left. Backgrounds. Lots of kits, lots of bettas. People keep asking me for archers. I probably not gonna get anything like that in a while. Getting imports is a major problem. So everything going on, everything's stupid. It's just crazy. A wood cat up there. I couldn't believe yesterday I caught the Para Big Spot Pleco chasing the Pimcat, like going crazy. It was amazing. So, good morning, Chubs. Oncoming days at some point today. All right, James. We've slowed down a little bit. We get the rush. We just got a huge order of Extreme. I will be making fry food. My blend. I found my grinder, espresso grinder, or whatever. So I make my own concoction of fry food. A very powdery food. It's great for pretty much all fry. So what else? God, I can't believe it, man. I'm so bummed. Can't believe it, man. That just ruined the whole day. Ruined the whole day. All those dead plecos. Fuck. Excuse my mouth language. Gosh, it sucks. Lucky everything else is fine. It sucks. It's some of the most expensive fish I got. Pretty much, yeah. The most expensive fish I think I have for sale is those, and those are the ones that died. Yeah, is that Murphy's Law? It's unbelievable. So, as customers, hobbyists, you're not the only one stupid shit happens to. Losing fish. It happens here. I don't drink much. I hardly ever drink, but I might have to hit that whiskey I had for my bad tooth a month and a half ago, whatever, tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have nightmares. You just can't, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you become immune to it. Like we lost some fish at the hatchery. Lost one of the adult breeding trophies. Maz was. Probably got killed. That's expected with cichlids. The cichlids in general, co-species aggressive and stuff. But losing something stupid like that, that's aggravating beyond belief. So aggravating. So aggravating. God. But I don't, even when I was an animal control officer and I had to put down like cats and wildlife and stuff like that, I was certified euthanasia or whatever. And dogs get, beautiful dogs get hit by cars or, it's like, I was sworn in like a police officer, but I see how it is. Being working in that environment or whatever it is, you put on your game face and you deal with it. It's your job, it's your task, whatever it is. Law enforcement, environment, or safety forces, whatever. But at the end of the day, man, it bugs me. So it bothers me, and when you get been in it for so long, it's like you go back and look how much I've lost. It's like, damn, I should have been. I should have been a gambler. What's my odds? Sometimes it's just so. I'm looking. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to double check everything as I'm walking through things, make sure there's nothing I'm missing. So. Yeah, you don't build. I don't think you build immunity. So, being in a livestock business, pet business, fish business, it's not for a weak stomach. It's gonna happen, and sometimes worse, especially saltwater. Oh man, that's one reason I quit doing saltwater. Everybody's like, "Dave, why you get back in saltwater? Your stuff was so good, blah blah blah." And I trust buying from you, blah blah blah. Just like fresh, people trust. Majority of everybody trusts buying from us, and I was pretty anal with the saltwater too. But crap out of my control would come in dead. I mean, I'll never forget all those clown triggers. All these little baby clown triggers. They're so dang cute. It was like $3. I mean, it was a lot. It was a whole box, and only one lived. All dead, and you don't get nothing. They give you shit like 3%. It was just, and like snails were dead, little crabs dead, and I have dry heaving, and I'm like spreading them out on a styrofoam box lid like over there with the plecos and trying to pick all the live ones out. to save whatever you can save. But God, unbelievable. It's tough. Hate losing fish. That's a major one this week. So anyhow, anybody's got any questions? I'm kind of lost this morning, obviously. This makes me want to go work out, go punch the bags over there. I got to go to the dojo and feed everything. I need to just rack something, man. Just anger. My anger issues are coming. It's so upsetting. But, yeah, that's what I always say. You got to pay attention. Always pay attention, man. I tell my son always, life, everything, outside, school, wherever, walking, pay attention. Now, people like, that brings up a question usually sometimes. It's like, or helps, like, why don't you glue the pipes? I've never been a fan. Like, I've done jobs, especially back in the saltwater days, used to, glue the pipes, especially with salt creep and all that stuff. And, once you glue them, that's done. You can't take them apart. You got to cut them out and all that stuff. And it's a pain in the ass. Not, typically you're not moving stuff around, but if, like, we just moved that tank, which we still haven't put water in it, you want to do something, modify something, you have to cut it all out and put, a coupler or redo it or put all new pipe. Usually I don't have a problem. Like here, this one, I have a piece of tape. Once in a while, it's like starting to slip a bit. So it rarely happens. It's happened in the other building. I come in and it's like your heart just goes, you don't hear the bubbles. Like some of it was gone, but I knew it wasn't 100% when I opened the door. I was like, uh-oh. Turning a light on, like some air was on some tanks and then some was up in the middle section wasn't on because that's where a pipe over here came apart, had a coupling, and that's happened at the other building a number of times. A pipe popped, and that's a big blower over there. It's a 1 horsepower. That's a half. That one's a 1. And you hear the bubbles. It's like dang on jacuzzi. You walk in, it's dead silent, and you're like, then you're running. Like, and going through my building, anybody's been through the old building, I've got multiple rooms. So trying to find where I hear the air blowing all over the place. It's a scary thing. So after this, especially now losing all those fish, all those plecos, is we're gonna have to make a point to go through and just duct tape any joints and couplings just as a precaution. And it's a weird spot because the only one that's ever kind of popped is where the blower goes up into the attic. I've got that taped up, so it hasn't been a problem in this spot. But this one that popped this morning, overnight, was in a spot that never came apart. So, I don't know. So, look at me. Now look at my dead fish morning. And my unhappy elephant ear plants. It's cold out, so I was gonna do a koi order. I haven't done it yet. I'm probably gonna work on it next week and get it the following week. Supposed to have some angels coming. I was supposed to have medium angels, and they messaged me and they're out. So I'm getting some more small angels in. So we're all a little low on some things, like cichlids, obviously, peacocks and haps. There is one spectabilis left. That's the only male left, I think. They need clean. They need a new home. Still got some Tanganikans. These Maracrops, no one's really jumping on those. James, you're a Tanganikan guy. Kili Reganes are doing great. They have a new batch over the wild ones, which is a positive thing. Tanani still got some wild buffalo heads, not many. Perleocellatus, Fretoses. I gotta inventory what and bring some stuff more over. Gomas, those are looking really good. Helianthus congos. You don't get as, they're not as popular as I think they should be, these guys, the sunflowers. The red tiger serums, doing well. Turquoise, red turquoise. So, anyhow, those guys, a daffodil, cygnus, and a regular Burchardi. Kagomas. I gotta see what I got. Slinarchus, looking good. These guys got babies. I need to sell these Burchardis. Got a bunch of babies back there. Kasangas, I think they were called. The variant. Burundis, some Mozzies. That guy's on fire. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to go back and read your guys' comment. Chubbs, get Gorilla duct tape. That is some tough stuff. Yeah, that's a good, maybe an idea. What's the reason for duct tape versus PVC glue? I've had rainbow shiners, George. They're beautiful. I don't see them available for sale much, but they're just a beautiful, especially when they're a breeding dress, like a peacock or something, man. They colors flare up. Back to the duct tape versus glue. Canistoyo, Dave. I was just talking. I don't like to glue because if I want to change something up, once it's glued, it's done. So I can't do anything. Then you have to cut the pipe out. And once you get these, I line these up before I usually put tanks in. So getting in here and cutting pipe out would be a nightmare. And I would maybe have to take out the tanks and do all that. This, I could pop the pipe, move it. So tape, if we have somewhere it's slipping a bit, then like down this morning, coming in this morning, that one popped. So like here's maybe a weak point, but I usually try to make the pipes pretty tight. So, and they're hung by zip ties with the industrial racks. So it rarely happens, but obviously when it does, most time it's not an issue, those fish, but obviously this morning was an issue. Losing all those fish is just stupid. Like here Jeff actually did this. We cut this and rerouted this. So if that was all glued, I would have to cut all and put all new pipe in. And usually PVC is cheap, but I had a plumber guy in here said that even PVC has gone up and plumbing and everything. So I need to get that thing filled up and running. But yeah, tape is, I can peel that off and rerun pipe or redo it, or I got to do something, add on. I like that ability. I've been doing it like that for years. So anyhow, I got some deals going on. The Geophagus brasiliensis, or buy one, get one free. Those all by the rainbow sharks. The red tears, there's not many left. Hadiensis, I put 2 for $15. I dropped the price on that Poloni. That Grimodes needs a home. So I'm trying to make some tank space up for the new shipment coming. That brings up something. If anybody's interested jumping on that Central American order, today, I already sent it in, but I could add to it. I mean, we're not planning on getting it till Friday morning. So today, you want to look at the list, or, oh God, I hope I brought that list with me. I think it's in my bag. Or even like Monday, the latest probably. I could probably add on to the order. Right now, it's probably 6 to 9 boxes. The one guy, customer's getting up to 10-inch Dovii. So that's going to be one box in itself, a mean male Dovii. So he bought 6 small ones from me, and they all end up being females. So he's got like all split in 125s or something like that. He wants to breed them. So good luck, Keith. Keith doesn't do social media, I think he said. So anyhow, there's specials going on. There's 20% off. Fluval kits are getting low. George, yeah, rainbow shiners. I have seen them. They pop up available, sometimes import list, but I'm not getting anything imported right now. Um, Everything is goofy. COVID, everything's stupid COVID's fault, whatever. So getting tanks, I sold a 75-gallon setup. The guy ended up coming, another guy came in. It was already sold an hour later, and I was like, oh, too late, gone. And the prices, holy crap. I went to a chain store the other day. I don't know if I mentioned that when I took my son to get his haircut. It was $60, $70 for a 20 long. I was like, holy crap. I know they're expensive. Good morning, Shivani. Um, so I have right now, as of today, I got one 15-gallon kit, Fluval, and I have a stand for it in order to stand there. There's two 15 gallons that guy never came and got. A 33 long, and I got the 84. Oh, I have a 30-gallon breeder, and those 84, and I have the 32.5-gallon flex, which are nice, like the one over there with the puffer. No stands. There's a wood shortage now, and anybody that's we've talked about this a number of times. The cost at lumber is stupid. It's gone through the roof. So getting wood, and some of these stands are obviously coming from China, but things are stuck on boats and ports, and everything's backed up. Nobody's working. I guess I don't know. It's just a train wreck of what's going on. So, I was looking at something. It almost looked like there was a little scratch in front of my tank, my bi-level. I probably had some rants, but after losing those fish this morning, all those sunshine plecos, I forgot what I wanted to rant about. There's a couple things, but a lot of people, I put signs up. Display fish are not for sale. People always asking or get upset. It's like, well, I'm here more than probably home in my shops or my hatcheries. So, and the display fish, they're in the Susie. What? I don't know what that is. Suzway. But display purposes, a lot of that's for if we have small stuff or it gives you ideas what you can do with the display tank. I used to, back in the day at the old shop space, I used to, at the first couple of years or so, used to sell fish out of my display tanks and at a premium. And yes, there's some people that pay me some stupid money, but I ruined the tanks. Like the wall tank, originally it was a custom acrylic. Once I sold some of the fish out there, it was never the same. Scratched the acrylic, catching these fish, and then the fish didn't get along. I upset the balance. I sold some of the best fish. I called him Ferrari Jack back in the day. This guy, I mean, had Ferrari, a lot of money. There was another guy, a lawyer. There was like a handful that money was not really an option, and they wanted the best of the best, no matter what. Some of them got mad because I wouldn't let them in the basement. Sue's Canal. I don't know what that is, George. But, or that's a collecting point for those shiners. But yeah, display tanks, fish are not for sale. They're just for display purposes. And I always joke around, like, if you got a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, that's what it's going to take to get a fish out of my tanks. Or like that pair over $5,000. So, even, people are like, what? They got crazy. I am crazy, but that's besides the point. So, yep, I leave them alone. Leave my display tanks alone. And, most of the time I try to get fish that are in the display tanks for sale. So, especially when it comes like the African tank, you see what the peacocks turn out, the Z-Rocks. Like I have a nice Z-Rock, so selling the babies makes it easier when I could go over and say, look at this male in this display tank. I'm like, oh my gosh, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I want one of them. I want 5 of them, whatever. Same with the Red Empress and certain stuff. So the display tanks sell themselves, either the tanks itself, which people ask me about getting custom acrylic because it's getting hard to get tanks. I don't even want to ask. I don't even want to get a quote. The cost of acrylic, I'm sure, has got to be up there. It's petroleum base, oil. So like everything else, glass has gone up. There's a shortage. All this stuff. Acrylic is oil-based, petroleum-based. Shit's back up to the count. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a number of things that's happened like that. Is these, um, like for the dojo, I was when I ordered my initial like uniforms and some belts and some sparring like equipment and pads and stuff like that. There was like miscellaneous stuff, out of stock. And I asked my rep, I'm like, what's going on, or whatever. And she says, well, she kind of chuckled, I think, and she's like, it's at the bottom of the ocean. I'm like, what? Supposedly the cargo ship hit a storm and they lost some of the cargo containers fell off the ship and went down the bottom of the ocean. I'm like, whoa. So then it's gonna be another month, 2 months to get some of the stuff, and that's the same with the fish stuff. And I have a friend who used to work for me, whatever, that works for a huge industry, consumer product type company, whatever. And we were talking about it, how in the heck? I mean, what a scam that could be. Maybe the pirates are in on it. I mean, like, oh well, sorry, your cargo container, and they're just offering it off to somebody else in the middle of the ocean. I don't know. I suspect. How do you lose these containers, which weigh a ton, falling off a ship? I don't know if I buy it. I mean, I'm sure. I guess it could happen, but he says their company lost a few months ago, like $3 million in product, something ridiculous that was coming here from, Asia or somewhere, and it supposedly hit a storm and the containers fell off the ship and they're at the bottom of the ocean. Like, holy crap. That's nuts. So, yeah, so there's constant baloney happening getting stuff anymore. It's like, wow. So, and prices. I'm just flabbergasted at the cost of things, and I don't know if they'll go down. So we'll see what happens. So riding this storm and this COVID thing. Well, I was supposed to get. I'm not a big fan of getting that shot, and I was scheduled actually a week from Thursday to get the Johnson & Johnson one, which has been all over the news. A young college person just passed away in Cincinnati, and there's been a number of cases of blood clotting or something. Like, I really don't need that right now. So I think they're switching it at Wolstein Center here in Cleveland. I read. So I don't know. I don't trust anything anymore. It's a scary world we live in. So anyhow, I gotta get going, and I gotta go to the other building, feed and check everything. Hopefully, there's nothing bad happen over there. Turn on some lights. No issues. The air's hopefully on. So yeah, some people just jumping on. It was a rough start this morning. I was getting an early start. Keep the coffee nervous. Peace. Thanks, George. Take care, buddy. Have a great weekend. Came into part of a pipe was out. So thanks, Chubbs. Take care, bud. Peace. And I lost a whole tank of Sunshine L14 Plecos. About $1,200 loss today. Not even open yet. So rough one. That's a major hit. So Dovey. Oh my gosh, he's so bad. Need a dental plan. So, all right. Subscribe, like, share, hit that bell, whatever. I'm not in Facebook jail, but I'm restricted from doing a live show still on Facebook to the 20th. So what? I got 4 more days, I think. I have no idea. Facebook still sucks. So, all right. Hours are Monday and Friday, 11 to. Oh, no. Back up. 1 to 6, Monday and Fridays. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 11 to 5. And right now, Thursdays is 1 to 4. Still looking for some quality, good, dependable, honest help that has fish knowledge no one's really applying. A couple that did, nah, not worth, not really what I need, want. So, local, look me up, go to the thing on the Facebook page and apply, or send me an email with a resume. So that's it. I'm out. Y'all take care. Thanks. Bye.